Hi, this is Chef Nick from Tony's Markets. Today we're going to take our grilled steaks, we're going to pair them with an Italian-style corn salsa. I love to take vegetables and put them on the grill. Just delicious. It brings out more of the flavors when they saute or cook in that grilling process. I'm going to start here with onions. I'm going to give them a little sliver, cutting them nice and thin. You can leave them slivered if you like, or we can cut them into a fine mince. And we'll just go ahead and chop a little more for you here. Okay. Into the bowl they go. Now I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar to this. Vinegar will kind of help cut that sulfur from the onions and kind of start marinating them a little bit, start breaking them down a little bit. Let that sit there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these vegetables ready for the grill. Taking zucchini, or we could use calabacitas, yellow squash, cut them into little slices here. Big long slices are a whole lot easier to manage than little coins. All right, we're going to take those and our corn, and we're going to put some olive oil here. I like to use the Piqual olive oil. Piqual olives handle the heat a lot better, and it's the type of olive is Piqual. So we're going to brush the oil on everything, and we're going to get the grill out there warming up. We'll brush these on all sides, and then we're going to sprinkle them with a nice seasoning. Now I'm using my Tuscan grill rub. This is great. It's everything you need for pretty much all your Italian cooking. It's just a fabulous blend of Italian herbs and seasonings. You could also just use salt and pepper or your favorite seasoning blend. We're going to sprinkle that all on here. And I've got some onions I've cut in half. They don't really need much to them. You could put a little seasoning on them if you like, just to get that flavor going in there. And then we're going to get our steaks ready. They're going to get a little olive oil and garlic. I'm going to rub that in on all sides. We'll coat it really well on all sides, and then we'll finish that with the Tuscan grill rub as well. All right, I'm going to finish the other sides of this. We're going to get them out on the grill. Let's put that salsa together now. I'm going to start with my grilled zucchini. These things, they don't have to cook very long. Just get them over that direct heat and get them a nice brown. We bring them in and we chop them up. As they sit for a few minutes, they'll soften up nicely. Okay, into the bowl with the onion and the vinegar. Tomatoes. The tomatoes, I just cooked them on halves, so I'm going to take the skin off. Need to do, take that little stem off of there. They're almost done. Pull that skin off. It's nice. It holds it together, it protects it, and a lot of the water boils away. Just leave a nice concentrated flavor of the tomato. This is where these Santuco knives come in handy. Vegetable knives, and they're made for lifting like that. All right, next we're going to take some basil. Fresh chopped basil, as much as you like. Into the pot. And then let's put in our corn. Corn's toasted. Now a good piece of corn doesn't really need to cook long. You could actually eat it raw, and it's nice and sweet. If we go too long, we lose that sweetness and that texture. You want to do this gently. You notice I'm cutting away from myself, and I'm being very careful that my fingers are not in the path of the knife in case I do slip. Okay, we get them all cut and in there. To this, we're going to add a little bit more of my seasoning, the Tuscan grill seasoning, or you could just use salt and pepper. And I don't use a lot of salt in that seasoning, so I'm going to add a little extra salt here. I'm going to finish it up with some olive oil. A nice drizzle of olive oil, 2 or 3 turns, I'd say. I probably put 2 tablespoons plus in there. I'm going to toss this together. Now at this point, I would taste it. Double check the vinegar, double check the oil, salt, pepper, get it just the way you want. And we're going to leave this at room temperature till our steaks are done and they've had a chance to rest off the grill. So here we go. Two ways you can do this. I like to line the plate with the salsa and then top it off with the steak. And then the magic, balsamico di Modena. This is beautiful. You can't just use, you don't want to use that regular old balsamic vinegar. Balsamico di Modena is aged for 8 years, and it's really sweet and syrupy. Here we go. We've got a beautiful grilled steak with Italian cord salsa. Let's dig in. To get all of today's recipes, go to digincolorado.com.